Welcome to the DOA headquarters, DOA Pro Wrestling, Sunday night, August the 21st, War Games. Dr. Kliever representing DOA Pro Wrestling. And in just a moment, we're going to be joined via satellite from the Elite headquarters as they want to respond to what is going on as far as War Games. Dr. Kliever, the biggest match in the history of DOA Pro Wrestling, and more importantly, some special parts of that match, including the wild card. Let's talk a little bit about that particular piece of the puzzle.
Well, we're going to have a wild card. We don't know who it is yet, but we're going to have somebody. We're going to have a special participant that's going to be announced the night of. And we don't know who it is yet, but it's going to be something special, I guarantee you. It's going to be sexy.
Now, I still haven't heard yet whether or not we've got the feed into the Elite headquarters. We're still waiting to hear from them. Let's talk a little bit about the fact that War Games is coming. This has been brewing for a long time. The Elite DOA Pro Wrestling, this has finally come to a loggerhead. It is going to be settled one way or the other on the 21st.
We've been through negotiations all day with those people over there at the Elite, trying to get things together, trying to figure out what we can do and what we can't do, because there's a lot of tension going on here. We've transcended championship belts and bragging rights and all that stuff. This is no longer about, this is about DOA. This is about DOA versus the Elite. This is about good versus evil, right versus wrong.
Blah, 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 blah. That's all I hear at DOA headquarters. Blah, blah. This is about DOA. Can we seriously get to business? We are taking time out of our busy schedules and our lives, and all I hear is Dr. Kliever over there going, blah, 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 loyalty. What are you, John Cena? Hustle, loyalty, and respect? You can't see me? You can't see me? Huh? What, are you going to sit down in the middle of the ring next and cut a shoot promo? Jesus. Blah.
Dr. Kliever, Obviously, we've got the Elite patched in there. Jason Sullivan, Michael Sweetser representing the Elite. Obviously, they're ready to go. Dr. Kliever, obviously, you're ready to go. Let's get this thing going for starting to name our participants.
Me. The first participant in the Elite War Games will be the most dominant big man to come to the Pacific Northwest in the past, I'm not going to say 10 years, 20 years. No, I'm going to say forever. That's right. I'm going to put myself over. I'm the most dominant big man of all time. Jason Sullivan will be the number one pick for the Elite. Beat that.
Well, how do you respond to that? They make the opening volley. Who's going to be in War Games for DOA?
Well, first off, I'd like to say one thing. Sullivan! Sullivan!
Doctor?
You're going to pay for what you did. You are going to pay for what you did. You took my belt. You beat down the owner of DOA Pro Wrestling. You took my dignity. You took his dignity. You made his kids cry. You made children cry. That is not right. You may be a dominant big man, but you are making some bad choices right now and some bad enemies. So let me tell you, DOA's first pick in the big War Games draft is none other than the sneak peek from Pleasure Creek, Jeremy Blanchard.
Jeremy Blanchard joining us here for War Games. Jeremy Blanchard, obviously, you're excited about this.
Haven't been more excited in a long time. I'm still a little hurting, but I actually got, the commission doctors actually cleared me. I had some internal bleeding, but everything's fine. But now I want to cut a Jason Sullivan promo and keep my voice at the same level, because I just want to let you know, Jason Sullivan, what you and Big Ugly tried to do to me in that cage where the fans brought the weapons. Let me tell you something. You went overboard, son. You tried to take out my career. You tried to take food off my table.
Oh, wow.
I can tell you something, buddy. I can tell you something. I can't wait to see your face. I can't wait to see your I can't wait to see your face. When I smack it left, I'm going to paintbrush you, son, over and over and over again. I can't wait, Doc. This is going to be something else. This is going to be the biggest thing DOA has ever seen. Not Elite, DOA. Because after this, the Elite will be no more.
Whatever. Well, Jeremy Blanchard's talking about me and my promos. Jeremy Blanchard, Mr. Jason Sullivan, the Jim Rome of pro wrestling promos, taking a 5-second dramatic pause in between every sentence that you have. JB, take your Memphis ass back to Memphis. Watch a little bit more Jerry Lawler. Watch a little bit more Jackie Fargo. Watch a little bit more of that pint-sized midget Bill Dundee, who's actually 2 inches taller than you. And why don't you try and learn some more, son?
Well, I could do that, or I could sit in the back and try to figure out somebody else I could tag team with to put myself over.
Hey!
I could sit back and find someone else to make me look a hell of a lot better. And actually, when's the last time you won a title? Well, when you had to take my brother to get it.
Well, I was the heavyweight champion about 9 months ago, by the way. Just saying.
Something neither
That's right.
of
And
you
after
have
that,
done.
you quit for a while, and then until you could find someone like Bishop or whoever the hell that guy was for you to get over. That's right. I forgot about that. My bad.
Jeremy's over there trying to put himself over. But the last thing that I remember is Jeremy Blanchard, you've never held a singles title. Just saying. Now,
that is correct.
Speaking of brothers, the next pick for the Elite, the man who's out making babies as we speak, the Big Ugly, J.D. Bishop. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Big Ugly, my tag team partner. Right there, see that? Look at that. That's upside down. You people don't deserve to see it right side up.
You know what's funny? It says DOA on it.
Not for long.
It does. It says DOA
Not for
on it.
long. You see, we've already finished off the Blanchards. We put Bubba Blanchard in the hospital. We put you in the hospital. We already had Dr. Kliever crying over exile, being out of wrestling. We've already destroyed Bad Company. We've destroyed the Blanchards. And now with Ugly as Sin and the Elite in War Games, we're going to finish the job on not only you two, but DOA Pro Wrestling.
You know what's weird with this whole satellite thing? I can see Sweetser's dog butt cut. And it's not looking too good right now. I can tell you that right now. Like, do you watch that? I don't know if that's real or not either.
Oh, you're the one talking about hairstyles. We got Baldy and Mohawk over here.
I don't know what that meant, but that wasn't very nice.
They have now got their second member of their team for War Games. Dr. Kliever, would you like to announce another man involved
I'm certain it's Hellbilly.
in War Games coming up on August the 21st?
It's Hellbilly,
First, let me
isn't
say
it?
one thing. Let me say one thing first. Big Ugly, you've done a lot of things. You're a great wrestler. I respect you. But you have aligned yourself with the wrong side, brother. You made a big mistake when you decided to be Jason Sullivan's tag team partner and go against DOA. There is no way you're going to come out on top on August 21st. There is no way. Do you want to do it?
I would love to do it. I would love to do it. So you guys went ahead and got Big Ugly, and we kind of figured that was going to happen. In our little war room, we kind of figured that was going to happen. Not a huge surprise. So I'm going to give you another one that's not a surprise. But I'm going to give you one who actually excels in matches like this, who actually can take a natural-born butt whooping and keep coming and keep coming and keep coming, and that's my brother, Bubba Blanchard.
Oh, wait, you mean the guy that almost lost all the blood in his body just 2 months ago? The guy that we put into the hospital?
And still kept going. They had to pull him out of that match, and he didn't want to go. He could lose all the blood in his body, and he would keep on fighting because he's got a warrior spirit.
It's because
not like
he's
you.
stupid.
Stupid. Hey, stupid.
Stupid wins these matches, buddy. Stupid wins these matches.
Okay. Stupid did not win when Bubba Blanchard got busted open. Dr. Kliever was, set on fire. And, Jeremy Blanchard, you were tied up and your head was blasted in. Last I saw.
Yeah, you had to tie me up. You had to tie both of my hands up to get that victory.
You do what you got to do in war,
You had to
brother.
do the same thing to me in order to win that match. I may
What's
have
gonna
been
stop us from
horribly
doing it
burned,
again?
but you had to tie me up to get me to stop, and you know it.
The great thing is we have different things to tie you up against this time. We could tie you up against a steel cage. Maybe we'll tie you up with some barbed wire. How'd you like that, Doc? How'd you like to have barbed wire digging into your wrists?
The funny thing is you don't scare me anymore. I've seen things that you've never been able to see. I've been through things that you've never been able to been through. You can't hurt me anymore.
Well, the next pick, I'm going to go with the man that helped run HBQ out of the territory. We're going to go with, the in-ring manager, Derek Drexel. So not only do we have a leader outside of the ring, we have a leader inside of the ring. And from the pics of DOA, I have yet to see a leader inside the ring. I've seen a lot of great athletes. I see a lot of great wrestlers, but I haven't seen a leader.
Let me talk about your leader. The guy that I've taken craps bigger than, your leader. A year and a couple of months ago, who was the man? I'm going to put myself over. Why shouldn't I? Because your big little inside leader, who's the man who made him leave town? It was me. Oh, it was me. Oh.
All it's proven is you can't finish the job.
I did finish the job.
Then why is he back?
I have no
why
idea.
Did he just
I have no idea why he's
DOA
back.
Pro Wrestling.
Why
do we have the DOA?
He should have asked for my position. And as soon as he came back, someone dropped a no-meaning title on him in about 30 seconds somewhere in not a wrestling ring. That's huge. That is huge. Let me tell you something. You're still holding the DOA title around your big chest there, buddy. All right? So you can go ahead and you can bring that stick figure. You can have him prance around the ring. You can have him act like he's the devil himself. Let me tell you something. The devil is no longer in Portland because after this month, he ain't going to be around no more, and you can sit there and talk about what you're going to have next.
Speaking of next. Hang on. Drexel, we've been talking a little bit lately. You say you've been playing with fire a lot longer than I have. Well, let me tell you something. You've been playing. And the time for games is over. Dr. Kliever is going to come straight for you, and I'm going to take you out.
You want a pure athlete? We've got a pure athlete. He's one of the best up-and-coming stars in the elite. In the elite.
Say DOA. Yeah.
The only man that's sexier, than Dr. Kliever, the gigolo of the elite, Eric Wright.
Are we in? Is this a midget war games?
He's sexy.
Oh my goodness.
No. Dr. Kliever may be sexy, but Eric Wright is sexier.
Yes.
Oh man.
With the right arm.
Let me tell you something.
Oh my
Let me
God.
tell you something. I was there when Eric Wright broke into the business. I helped break that kid into the business. Now, he's come a long way. Don't get me wrong. He's come a long way, and he's improved a lot. You really think he's ready for war games? You really think he's ready to step into the ring?
We've got him ready
with
for
Dr.
war games.
Kliever and Jeremy Blanchard and
Eric Wright right now.
Bubba. I mean, seriously, you think
Eric
he's going to
Wright-
last 10
hey,
minutes in this match?
Eric
For
Wright.
real?
Eric Wright. I actually have got him training under the DOA regimen, which is right now he's at some strip club, falling in love with some random stripper, popping pills, drinking a whole lot of booze. Eric Wright, by the time War Games comes along, he'll know what you guys are all about, and then he'll dissect you and show you how to do it right.
You left a few things out of that, by the way. You may be right on a couple of points, but you left quite a few things out of that. You got to do some of those things, but you also got to work out real hard, and you got to train, and you got to be...
Like me.
Well, I think they need to make another pick. I think, yeah. Oh, boy.
So, Sweetser, I'm going to give it over to you. Who's going to be the next elite member?
Lance Storm's favorite wrestler.
Oh, my God.
Jonas Albert Robinson.
God.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. It gets no better than that.
We have the top 2 tag teams in DOA Pro Wrestling. We've got the DOA Tag Team Champions. We've got Eric Wright and Jonas Albert Robinson. Who do they have?
I'm so thrilled at DOA. They're showing their lack of leadership right now because Jeremy Blanchard and Dr. Kliever are cutting the promo at the DOA headquarters, but Dr. Kliever has yet to announce himself as being in War Games. Good job, guys. Have another shot. Have another shot.
That was already said
Personally,
beforehand. We already knew that.
After everything we've done to them,
Okay, well then let me
Dr.
officially say
Kliever's
this.
scared.
For all you
He's
people out
scared.
there, Dr. Kliever will be in this match. He was the first one to be in this match. He was the first one to announce his partners in this match. Now, you talk about experience. He made the challenge. He was the one in the war room.
It should be a given.
So have another shot. So let me tell you something, okay? You talk about the lack of experience, no leader. You got 13 years in the business. You got 10 years in the business, and all of you combined don't have what I got in this business. So you're right. We might not have that one over-the-top guy.
I got a belt.
Yeah, that because we all know that makes you over. That puts on 10 years in this business. Yeah. That makes a huge difference.
They're talking about a belt.
Hey,
Talk about all the belts you've held.
I've seen a lot of guys in this business for 10 years that still suck. Yeah, I might have 6 years, but I got something that you don't have, and I also have had something that you'll never have.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, Jeremy.
Actually, I had it for a year. I had it for a year.
Jeremy, before we do another pick.
Yeah.
If you want to insult me, and you want to challenge my experience, how about, I don't know, because we got to figure out, there's still that whole deal. I don't want to put this at risk of a coin flip. No. I don't want to put who gets the man up edge on a coin flip. Hey, Jeremy, how about you bring your brother, Bubba, and I'll bring my brother, Big Ugly.
Your brother.
My brother,
Your brother.
Big Ugly. And we will not only be in War Games, but we will open the show in a tag team match. Us two, the champions, against you two, the chumps. And the winner of that match will get the one-man up, the one-man up advantage. The one-man up advantage on top of team either DOA or the Elite. The Elite will win, and we will have the one-man up advantage. That means if you start off one-on-one, if we win, we get to go up 2-on-1 for 3 minutes.
All right. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't care what kind of stipulations you make. Okay, I could. Why don't we do this? Why don't I just do like you and try to pick a partner that will carry me over here instead of using my brother, and we could do it that way because that's what you do. Because Big Ugly, I'm sure Quiz had his back surgery. Big Ugly is going to have back surgery after your guys' tag team's over. Wow. I can tell you that right now. As opposed to titles, you want to talk about titles? I used to have to carry around a dump truck. I had that DOA title for a year, buddy. For a year. Doesn't matter about used to. We know who was behind the whole not getting another title shot. Trust me. While you were back there, while you were back there plotting and scheming on how to figure out, writing it up on how to figure out how to take care of the Blanchards, you did a great job.
I did.
You did a great job of shoving us down. No, that's not for you, brother. That's for somebody else.
Like said,
that's somebody else was you, wasn't it? That's somebody else was you, wasn't it? So now that you guys have gone ahead and picked the Berenstein Bear, Jonas Lance Storm's favorite Berenstein Bear, let me tell you something. You want to? I'll go ahead and let you announce the next one.
I'll be happy.
I want to hear this choice.
Yeah, who do you got? DeMarcus?
I got somebody.
Making babies.
He's a former DOA heavyweight champion.
Former.
The man who put me through 60 minutes of pain and 60 minutes of agony. The man who pushed me to my limits 7 times in a row. Wade by God Hess, the toughest son of a bitch we got in DOA. What do you think of that?
Impressive, Dr. Kliever. Impressive.
I've got kids I've never seen, and the mother's 17. I'm a low life.
I hate Wade by God Hess. I cannot stand Wade by God Hess.
I know he's not what's his name? Eric Wright's partner. Oh, Tony Terrific. I know he's not Tony Terrific, but he's pretty good. He's pretty good.
You know what, Hess? I hope I get in there with you at some point in War Games because I'm looking forward to ending your career.
Oh, you will. Don't you
worry.
Don't think this man has forgotten what's happened, the history between you and Jason Sullivan.
Romeo, I can tell you one thing. You want to talk about Jason Sullivan, you being the most dominant big man in DOA, not Elite, DOA. I would have to say there might be somebody you overlooked. You quite possibly overlooked this guy. He's not quite as big as Sullivan. I'll give him that. He's not as big.
Pat Large.
He is 6'4".
Pat Large is big. Just ask MJ.
He is 290 pounds, and he goes by the name of Thunder. That's right, Thunder. So you have Bubba, you have Thunder, you have myself, you have Dr. Kliever. Now your list is getting kind of puny. Your list is getting a little shabby, if you know what I mean. Almost like Sweetser's fake Rolex he's wearing. Yeah, that's.
I don't like it. You know what? You can get Thunder. You can get Hess. The thing is, you talk about my guys not making it across the border. I doubt they'll make it to the show because all I got to do is slide a couple of bottles of Jack in that back locker room, and they might not make it to the ring. And if they do make it to the ring, they might be half cock and half snockered.
What's different about that?
You know
What's different about that? They do that every time.
We don't have to spend
do that
money on
every
Jack.
week.
We can give them cheap stuff. They won't know the difference.
Top shelf. We always do top shelf. They wouldn't know what top shelf tastes like. They're bottom
deserve
shelf.
it.
They're bottom shelf. Okay. So you guys bring in the Illuminati. Well, we're bringing in the Illuminati Killer. The man that has broke Thunder's leg. The man that took Quiz out of pro wrestling. Ethan H.D., the DOA heavyweight champion. Top that.
I can tell you, flukes happen. Okay, but I can tell you one thing. If you don't think that Thunder and Wade by God Hess want to get a hold of that guy, I can't wait to see what happens. It's going to be pure carnage. Flat out pure. I'm gonna dangle a bottle of Jack in front of Thunder and let him go. That's what I'm gonna do. You go ahead. I'll throw Jack in front of him. Trust me, I've been in the ring with that guy when he's like that. It's not fun. And it's not gonna be fun for any one of you guys. Yeah.
My face still hurts from the last time I wrestled Thunder. Seriously.
And once again,
No leader. Once again,
there he says it again.
They're saying it. Well, they got all these great athletes. I'm not denying it. I'm going to do something you guys don't know how to do. I'm going to put you guys over. And I'm going to say you guys got a lot of great athletes. Not denying it. Incredible. Dr. Kliever, incredible wrestler.
Why would somebody call me when I'm trying to cut a promo?
Incredible wrestlers.
Hello?
Turn your
Will you
phone
get
off.
the phone? Will you tell that
This satellite hookup costs a lot of money. Turn your stupid phone off.
During the promo.
You're seriously down.
Dr. Kliever is on the phone with a hooker.
That's what you want
I'm
to do.
guaranteeing it.
You're down.
While they're still alive, they're call girls.
Are you down?
Awesome.
Are you down?
See you there.
Down. Are you
I can
down?
see by your face this has got to be good. This has got to be good.
Are you down?
Must have gotten her cheap.
Jeremy's excited because he's going to share his hooker
Jeremy
with
gets a sloppy
Blanchard.
second.
Jeremy's not had a hooker. He hasn't had a woman in 15 years. He's excited.
Yeah.
He's had
Yeah.
Bubba.
Are you
You're not.
That's
can't be
sexy.
serious.
That's sexy.
Plus a wild card. Plus a wild.
That's
Oh,
sexy.
Stewart's
No way.
That's
Wait the wild card. They both
You're
roll
kidding.
You guys are
That's
just,
sexy.
Yeah. No, we're not.
you guys are
kidding you.
disgusting.
Ladies and gentlemen, you want to talk about not having a leader? We just got an important phone call in War Games
Not the
for
hooker.
DOA. Our last and final draft pick out of the war room just came over the phone. The one, the only, the grappler winner. The grappler will be in our corner.
That's sexy. That's sexy.
Nope.
What a deal. What a
It
deal.
helps to have friends in low places. That is sexy.
Can't do that.
Beat him if you can.
Oh, there's going to be some payback that night. Oh, man.
Oh.
What a call.
Now there's your leader, pal. There's your leader. Quite all of a sudden.
We got this.
Is the connection still?
bad? Is that connection bad?
No, wait a minute. No, they're moving. Okay.
He's an
so
old
I
man.
can tell-
He's an old man. You want to bring the grappler into War Games? You want to back us up against the wall?
Sounds like he's cracked. Sounds like he's cracked. Yeah, he's lost it.
We've got 3 weeks, boys.
Sweetser's hand, because he's.
We got 3 weeks, boys. Laugh it up. Laugh it up.
Puppet show?
3 weeks. You see, you guys can laugh all you want, and you can make jokes about this all you want. But I know, Mike Sweetser knows, and the elite knows that this is the biggest match in the history of DOA. So, in 3 weeks, that means we've got 3 weeks to prepare. And so you guys can open up your joke books, and you can come up with your favorite Jerry Lawler lines, and you can copy them and mimic them as much as you want.
You're a funny guy.
But I'm and Mike Sweetser, we're going to get our team ready. And in 3 weeks, that logo right there, it won't exist anymore. It's all going to be about that right there.
Is it just me on the monitor, or is it Michael Sweetser look like his upper lip stinks?
Of course it does.
Laugh it up.
Just checking.
Go ahead and laugh it up. You can laugh it up from the unemployment line in 3 weeks because you will be the first 3 that no longer have a job when the elite takes over.
Really? That's a threat, huh? Is that a threat or a promise? Is that a threat or a promise? That's a fact. All right. Well, we'll see. We got 3 weeks. I can tell you right now, we're not going to be unemployed. I can tell you that right now. DOA has been around a hell of a lot longer than the Elite, and by the time all the nuclear war, by the time the apocalypse comes, this is the only shirt that you're going to see. Period. End of story. I guarantee it.
Let me tell you one last thing. You boys over there, you made some bad choices. You made the wrong enemies, and I will tell you on August 21st, at the Dr. Kliever Armory, when DOA comes out on top, it's going to be so good. It is going to feel so good to say goodbye to Michael Sweetser, to say goodbye to the entire Elite, to take that Elite title and take it up in front of everyone and throw it in the trash. And that's sexy.
Hey, you know, that is sexy. That's very sexy. It's the house of happy. There's nothing bad that can happen at the Dr. Kliever Armory. It's the house of happy. And it's going to be the end of the Elite.
I'd say that's quite a diagnosis, Doc, if you don't mind me taking that line from you. Go for it. Sunday night, August the 21st. I got to ask you, any final comments there from the Elite before we wrap up this little tete-a-tete here? Because I know that Jeremy Blanchard, Dr. Kliever, and the rest of their team for DOA Wrestling are ready to go into training, go into hiding, get whatever they got to get done between now and August 21st. What do you say you?
Talk stops now. We're going in it, and we're going to go do it right now. 3 weeks, I'll have my team ready. Jay, Cleve, you better have your teams ready.
3 weeks.
This is it.
3 weeks. I better go read Lawler's book again.
DOA Pro Wrestling, Sunday night, August 21st. Oh, man, I'll tell you, I am looking forward to seeing you there.